We believe in the miracle working power of God, not only just because we have read it in the Old and New Testaments of the Bible, but most of us have experienced to some degree the miracle working power of God within our life. If you have not ever experienced the miracle working power of God in your life, you're not saved. Now, why did I say that? Because the first and greatest miracle that God ever performed for any of us was when he saved us. Don't fool yourself. Salvation itself is a miracle. And if anybody that I'm talking to was saved from some habit that had control of you, then you know that your salvation is a miracle. Think about it. There are persons here who were chemically dependent. Oh, you said that doesn't apply to me. I was never on heroin. I was never on crack. I was never on marijuana. But those cigarettes were just as bad. Yeah, you tried your best to stop. You even fooled yourself. You said, I can stop anytime I get ready. And yet that time of getting ready never came, even though the Surgeon General determined that smoking cigarettes was hazardous to your health, but you still could never get ready enough to stop. No matter what you tried, you could not stop. And then there were those that were chemically dependent to the contents of the bottle. You didn't really understand what it meant. If you bought it from the place that said House of Spirits, you thought it was only liquor. You didn't know that there was a spirit that would catch a hold to you. And you would automatically get your check and get it cashed at the liquor store. Something had a hold to you. And it didn't matter how you talked to yourself, how others talked to you or talked about you, you couldn't break free. Somebody said, well, I was not chemically dependent, but what about that old nasty mouth, that language, that other tongue, not the one that the Spirit of God gives, but that tongue that comes from anger and that tongue that comes from just talking a whole lot of stuff. Couldn't get free from it. Or maybe it was just that old thing that you just couldn't stay on track where the truth is concerned. Now, I know there are folk that are church members that say they saved, and they got that old lying habit, but now you haven't experienced the miracle of salvation.